The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it.
Hey guys, and welcome to EPW Emerald Entertainment. So we are live, and a new looks like a bit of a new arena here in Birmingham, Alabama. So we'll kick things off with Lily Adams, formerly known as Lily Ramirez, will be taking on Kelly Black.
We've waited long enough. Let's get this thing started. Singles. Up next, we have singles action. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date, taking on some tough competition. You don't want to miss it.
So we are here with the first matchup, and Kelly Black will make her way to the ring as she prepares for action against Lily Ramirez. As you can see here, as she makes her way to the ring. This woman, of course, mentored by Ashley Gomez. And of course, not had a bit of a not the best of winning streak here in EPW. Hasn't had a victory in a while, but nonetheless, she is here. She's competing, and she is ready for action. And as you can see, that PG, the Undisputed Uncensored Wrestling Union, now we have two other members in there, two other companies joining us. So make sure to follow the union. So of course, the Uncensored Wrestling Union, VPW, ACW, Broken Pro Wrestling, Evolution Pro Wrestling, Extreme Wrestling Federation, and Prestigious Grand Wrestling. So all those companies there are wonderful companies. So expect big things in the future. And rumors are flying around that there will be, and as you can see, a new match. Rumors surfaced earlier today over on the internet that there will be a title, a multiverse title, somewhere along the line. Apparently, rumors started flying around. But as for Lily Ramirez, of course,
Guys, what better way to start the night off?
I seen her backstage not long ago getting ready for her matchup, using a boxing bag that she must keep with her, standing in the hallway using that boxing bag, those bare hands, just pounding away at the boxing bag. And but this is an Extreme Rules match, of course, so this may favour Kelly Black. Here we go, and an elbow and a kick right to the midsection and a clothesline.
This is what WWE's all about.
Oh man, this is going to be great.
Lifting her up, and a Hurricanrana by Kelly Black.
Oh, this is not good at all.
It's Domino pushing at the back breaker. But he's just got her arm, going to drag her into the ring, but no, looking for a monkey flip. But pulling on that arm, and Kelly Black, Lily Ramirez trying to pull herself up in that corner. And Kelly Black scrapes away at those eyes. And of course, anything goes in a Russian leg sweep. And a reversal into the corner and into a German suplex.
Oh my.
And a Hurricanrana.
But she knew this match wasn't going to be easy.
You know, she's the kind of competitor that actually likes
Stomping away that face.
It motivates her. And this might just be what she needs to put her over
And
the
a
top.
drop kick to the back of the head.
Been an amazing match up to this point. She goes for the cover.
Just the one count.
She's a warrior, guys.
Oh man! She might have it.
And a couple quick legs and arms and a knee right to the face. What is this? Running knee.
This one is over. We've got a cover.
1, 2, 3, and Kelly Black picks up the victory here in EPW.
A little longer.
It's Lily Ramirez. And what is this? Lily Ramirez really frustrated.
Shocking highway robbery.
And what is this? A punch in the ref.
Getting knocked out the ref.
Of course, Lily Ramirez no longer GM, as I might mention. She was cleared to return to in-ring action. We are back. So we are back with our next match, which is the triple threat match, and of course Louise Bates taking on Amy and who else was she taking on? Amy and Maria Wilson. Of course, Maria Wilson and Louise Bates have already faced in their debut match. So, of course, they will go up against each other once again. But you add Amy to the match, things are sure to be interesting. Of course, the younger Louise Bates, the younger sister of Amir Bates. So expect big things from Louise Bates. Obviously being trained by her older brother, Amir Bates, who is a member of the Faces, or the Fathers of Fear, I should say. One of the most dominant factions to ever step in a pro wrestling ring. I mean, of course, you've got factions like Excellence, Villain Club, Outlaws here in EPW, but we have two members of the Fathers of Fear, and both of them, Connor Green has picked up his debut match, or a win on his debut match, and Amir Bates, well, his record says for himself. He's someone to be messed with. And of course, Amy making her way to the ring in a tough match last week against Jesse Reed. So coming out of a tough match, but she will face off in this triple threat match. So she will face off in this steel cage match. So big
From Dallas, Texas.
big expectations on her end. That she will look to put on once again another good match.
Here we go, guys. The triple threat match we've all been waiting for.
And anytime you get to see these superstars compete in the same ring at the same time is a real treat.
So, yeah, I mean, not much to say about Amy herself. You just watch her matches and see the determination she's got. And of course, EPW, as we head into 2K20, we do have two pay-per-views coming up. So, two big pay-per-views coming up. Obviously, Living in Sin and what's the other one? We still do not have a name for it. Actually, as of speaking, we do not have a name for it, but it will be a pay-per-view to finish off 2K20 or 2K19. And we will have an end of 2K19 awards coming up soon.
Nobody wants to miss even a second of this.
So, big things coming out of her. So, and as this match will get underway, as you can see, Amy ready, Maria Wilson ready, Louise Bates is ready.
Here we go as this
And Amy just kind of watching him square off. Louise Bates on her 7-over kick to the back of the leg. And a rolling clothesline by Maria Wilson. And Maria Wilson picks up Amy, spins her around. And spinning her around. And again back the other way, making her dizzy. But Louise Bates taking the opportunity get some momentum in this matchup and a face buster. See that face buster. Was he's teaming up on Amy.
Ooh, what impact.
And no, Amy falling straight on her neck.
Boom, what impact.
Amy falling straight on her neck.
Tell me,
She will need to get that looked at.
your opponent around like this take. Let's put it this way, Cole. Saxton would
You see the way she fell. And then drop kick.
What a stomp. Good grief.
dropping her down.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Up and down. And a headbutt. Got the knee to the stomach, drops Maria Wilson. And now choking away. Choking, trying to stop the breathing for a bit. And then slapped by Louise Bates.
Hooked up and a suplex.
Back suplex, a teardrop suplex.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
And scraping away at those eyes of Louise Bates. And a Russian leg sweep by Amy.
She's starting to sweat a bit. By no means is this.
And a kick to the side of the face. An elbow. Another chop.
One of these three women can win this match.
And over the top.
Pretty confident saying
No.
that she still has plenty of gas.
Hanging on the middle rope. And a slap. Over the top. And another slap. And a spear. Was that a spear by Louise Bates? I think it was. Going for the pin. One. This is one count as Maria Wilson blows a kiss to Louise Bates. And another shoulder tackle.
That was about as in your face as it gets.
Driving that shoulder into the midsection. That is sure to wind you. Sure to take the wind out of you.
Looks like trouble here, Byron.
I don't know. I guess that all depends on who you're rooting for.
Nasty drop.
And up on the top, Amy.
She's up on that top turnbuckle.
She
won't be for long.
Pushing her down. And Amy falling all the way down from that top turnbuckle onto the concrete outside.
No, there's the reversal. Beautiful technique.
Spinning calf kick. Again to the back.
I can tell you that this is not how she envisioned this triple threat match.
And now going for another kick, but no, not able to get it.
Guys, you know, being in the ring with two other women has a way of doing that to a superstar.
Great agility. Taking off her feet now.
And you're not going to win many matches down
And Maria Wilson on the outside with Amy. Standing tall and a couple kicks to the chest of Louise Bates. And Louise Bates now kicking at that knee. With a spine buster.
Not looking good for her right now. She doesn't want to let this get out of control, guys.
As Louise Bates goes up
It's
top.
a match of strategy, but I'm not so sure.
Frog splash.
That's what makes her so dangerous.
And can Maria Wilson steal a victory?
She's looking at it.
Is this pin her up and face first
That's how you put an exclamation.
She goes for
into the pin, but Amy may just break it up too. Another 2 count.
So I think she's got something.
Amy figuring for the best.
Kick out.
Obviously hoping that Maria Wilson would have kicked out.
And she's toying with her now.
And Maria Wilson setting up. Could this be the end for Louise Bates, the end of the night? And a straight down. 1, 2. No, a 2 count kick out.
There, but I don't know how much more she can do.
Louise Bates somehow kicking out and into the corner. And now a kick to the midsection. And on the middle rope and a rope hung neck breaker. Will it be yet a neck breaker?
I think we know.
And a cutter by Louise Bates. And that may just pick up the victory. 1, 2, 3. Amy has been eliminated. We're now down to 2 women. This must be an elimination match.
Buster. Boom, what impact. This could end it.
In the normal triple threat match, that would have been a victory for Louise Bates, but
Nice.
an elimination match
Look at the look at
and
her.
a jumping clothesline.
In the zone. She's locked and loaded and taking no prisoners.
Another jumping clothesline. And a punch right to the midsection, right to the just underneath that rib cage.
Over the years, and I can confidently say that this one ranks right up there with some of the all-time best.
And now going for another back suplex, but a reversal. What is this? And oh my God, was that brass knuckles?
If you get caught.
Was that? Did she just use brass knuckles?
She goes for the cover.
1, 2, 3, and those brass knuckles. Well, she put something on her fingers. She put something on. But those, whatever it was, picking up the victory. You can see that she's speed there. That frog splash by Louise Bates, and he just face first with her full body weight on top. And he just straight down, and somehow Louise Bates having it down. Looks like it was. Yes, that was brass knuckles.
Here is your winner.
Nonetheless, a triple threat match. No DQ.
It looked like anybody's match there toward the end.
And as Louise Bates is knocked out.
The crowd here tonight certainly seemed to appreciate the efforts.
Louise Bates is knocked out. She will get checked on as long as along with Amy as well. And we're here for our next matchup, which is Jessie Reed taking on Marcella Marie. And of course, that last match is Amy is being checked up for that for a neck injury, as she did land on her neck. And I will try and add replays. So you may see a replay, you may not. And you can, and of course, that knuckle buster, the knuckle duster, knocking out Louise Bates, who will be checked for a concussion by EPW medical doctors. So potentially 2 injuries. One could be a major injury. So we want to hope for the best. You can see the EPW champion Jessie Reed, obviously an Outlaw member. Along with Sarah Saber, the 2 Outlaw members in the women's division, and Marcella Marie. Now let's talk about her accomplishments. Not many accomplishments in terms of championships, but she is the first woman to defeat Paige Harris.
2 of WWE's top stars ready to go
So,
in one-on-one action.
Along with Angelina, they are the only 2 women to defeat Paige Harris.
To clash.
And of course, as she makes her way to the ring, of course, Dallas Lee will be watching on after that match last week. And I have just received word about our GM of EPW Destruction. This is breaking news that he is going on. Well, I'm not too sure what it was, but I know he will not be able to be GM for about, I think, 4 weeks. So for about 1 month, he won't be GM. So whether we have a temporary GM or not, and a kick out straight away by Marcella Marie. But not sure. Come down, I think, with the flu or something, and he's not able to fulfill the GM role for 4 weeks. Is what I've heard. So he will not be booking matches. He's picking him up and down, or picking her up and down, bringing her down to the mat, slamming her on her back, and now a reversal and a clothesline sends Marcella Marie outside the ring. Jumping fish drop.
To take a beating. She's going to need to find a way to mount an offense here.
And you just get that feeling that being outside the ring so much here in this match will eventually come back to haunt her.
It's been an amazing match up to this point, guys, and from where I sit, any one of these women can...
And a knee right underneath that chin. Is this up straight down head first? Jessie Reed being planted head first. And Miss Little Marie wasting no time. And following up with a finisher. She grabs that leg and brings her around. No, just a 2 count, or not even a 1 count. Jessie Reed showing why she's champion. And now she gets in the working hold, trying to wear down Jessie Reed. Trying to wear down the champion.
She's taking on some heat, but I'd be surprised if she doesn't find a way back in control of this thing.
Pump the brakes a bit, Cole. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I can tell you with all certainty, she still has plenty of gas left in the tank.
How she responds to this is going to be very important.
And as we lift her back up, she lifts her back up, and a running sit-out powerbomb.
Got the shoulders down.
And she put it down 1.
Kicks out with
Just a 1 count there.
still in this one.
Marcella Marie. And Des press.
And the Luther
Multiple punches.
piston like rights.
Look at her go.
She's looking at it.
Lifting her up. Straight down with that slam.
Coming back.
They bring her around 1, 2, and now a 2 count kick out.
Fight, not lay down. She's calling.
Jessie Reed now. She steps up for her finisher.
Big move.
Is this again? You get her on the head and planting it into the ground.
She goes for the cover.
I think that was Marcella Marie's move. 1, 2, 3. And Jessie Reed will pick up the victory.
What a win.
Jessie Reed picks up a big victory. And
And a champion with a win here, Byron.
big victory for Jessie Reed. She's handed her title. What is this? Dallas Lee.
Who's here, Michael?
Dallas Lee.
Number 1 contender.
Jessie Reed and Dallas Lee facing off.
Champion.
And she's showing the title, holding the title up high. But who will be holding the championship after their next match? And we're hearing Brittany Blake. Looks like she has some words to say.
Laser focused right here.
This crowd
Of course, calling out Nikki Skeens last week and then interrupting in her match. And then in an interview later that day, claiming that she had to prove a point that Nikki Skeens couldn't do a match herself.
Okay.
One of the most
I'll be honest, I'm a bit excited. As you all can probably guess, I'm going to be doing something tonight. I've wanted to do this for a while, to say some things I've been wanting to say for a while. Are you guys excited? Alright, let's do this. There's another superstar out there that makes her living on manipulation. For example, I thought we were friends. She always acted like my friend, yet for some reason I've been hearing she doesn't really think that. So why not settle this publicly, huh? So obviously one of the stars in the back, and I'm only guessing it's Nikki Skeens. I've been wanting to have a talk with a superstar for quite some time now. I didn't really think I would get to this, or that it would ever happen, but it happened. So here is a superstar she's calling out, is Nikki Skeens, and what a guess. And of course calling out Nikki Skeens is an interrupting match, so you only put 2 and 2 together. As she calls out, it was Nikki Skeens and makes her way to the ring.
What could this be about?
Yeah, she is obviously the champion.
She is ready to roll.
Here we go.
And she makes her way to the ring.
The fans are eating it up.
How can you fans listen to the whiny voice all this time without throwing up? I had no choice but to come out here for the good of the EPW. Someone needs to save this show from your complete and utter idiocy. So obviously they're really not getting along. I mean, you kind of see last week, clearly something was bothering you, and I'm a fair woman. I don't appreciate the interruption, but you have my attention. So whatever you want you have to say it. It's funny, all of these people here tonight brought tickets to a wrestling show. I bet none of them realised it would turn into a circus when you come out. The only reason any people are scared of you is because they have a fear of clowns. So, obviously, really, tensions are really high. Wow, you're really obsessed with me. It's kind of flattering. I've never had my own stalker, but that's a novelty wearing off. So back up before I hurt you. So we could have a brawl. Hopefully there's some security on standby. I know you want everyone to think you're so big, bad, and tough, but deep down, I know you don't want to be me. You want to be me. You even have my poster hung up in your dressing room.
Bad blood is a-boiling.
You know what? I wouldn't say no to a fight. Women like you think they're hot stuff to annoy me. Your ego gets the better of you. Well, get this. I'm ready for a fight. It's what I train for. It's the reason I'm here. So let's stop waiting. Let's make this happen right now. One way or another, you and I are going to have a match. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, but soon. It might not be today or tomorrow, but soon. Everybody here is tired of you running your mouth against other superstars. You aren't better. You're trash. I'm going to take the pleasure of shoving my boots in your face. You have a tendency to get ahead of yourself. You're tripping over your own 2 feet. The problem with tripping is that you usually fall. And believe me, you're going to fall. And when you land flat on your face, it's going to hurt real bad. So lace your boots real good.
One of the most popular superstars in the WWE.
Well,
talk is easy. We can do that all night. Talk doesn't win matches and it doesn't win championships. So whoever won this little exchange we had, it doesn't matter. Because unlike you, I win when it counts.
is it just me?
So really taking shots.
Check your pulse, everybody. That thing may have killed you with boredom.
Agreed, partner.
Really taking shots there
As we move along.
at Nicky Skeens. And we are here for our next matchup. And of course, Paige Harris will be taking on
Her way to the ring.
Sandra Dixon in a Pause Count Anywhere, obviously the daughter of ZH3. So big shoes to walk in, but obviously walking her own path, making her own legacy. Obviously formerly MMA fighter, potentially wanting to step back in the ring again. And with
Ready. You can say that again because
Lily Adams
we truly
in
anywhere.
now in EPW,
Usually end up being decided in the 5th row.
and still a current MMA fighter. Who knows? We may see Paige Harris in that ring again. So
And her opponent.
and of course this woman Sandra Dixon,
The Queen.
picking up a victory last week.
We have one-on-one action on the way. and this
Picking up
one should
victory
be nothing
last
short of
week.
amazing.
I don't doubt that for a moment.
So big victory
To say this match
here tonight. If she could defeat Paige Harris, that it would be a big victory. And Paige Harris will want to regain momentum and pick up another victory after that loss last week. As we get underway,
These competitors are squaring off.
and the collar and elbow tie-up.
Each other. It's going to be a tall task for one of
Of
these
course,
two.
using those grappling skills that she used in the MMA world, you can see working on that arm, and now rolling back under. And up and down. And now a an elbow to the face. Looks like she's going to kick the cop an elbow to the face. In the corner. And a big right hook there to the face. Paige Harris.
The impact. This might be it.
Face first into the ground. This is back in the corner.
When it comes to falls counting matches, for my money, there are few.
And now another elbow.
November 2016 battle between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks.
And over the top.
Shoulders on the mat.
One.
And there's a kick.
No, just a one count.
Very nice.
And got that arm worked again. Trapping that arm. Really working on that arm. Trying to wear down the cinema.
Corey mentioned.
And trying to wear down that arm.
That the women's champion.
Weaken that arm so she seeing some of this her submission. She locked in that arm bar.
Of Charlotte tapping out to that unique bank statement.
Into a grapple now and a kick right to the leg. Another kick. Another kick. And that takes out the leg of Sandra Dixon. But Sandra Dixon able to hop back up. And got Paige Harris in the corner again. A forearm right to the face.
That's how you eliminate somebody's vertical game.
And stomping just underneath the chin, putting her foot underneath the chin. Putting just a bit of pressure on that chin, on the throat. And taking some time to catch her breath. And all you want to do in this matchup. And DDT, an elevated DDT. With a pin. 1, 2, and now a 2 count kick out by Paige Harris. Paige Harris is able to stay in this matchup.
He's calling her out.
But how much of a difference it has made. You can see lifting that face up and straight into the mat.
Truly devastating, Cole.
1,
You guys feel that too?
2,
She got the shoulder up in time.
2 count kick out.
In this one.
Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply declare.
Look at that quarter.
Yeah, the referee may only have one job, but I'm still
Right to the face.
way to mess it up.
Gut wrench powerbomb.
Full slam.
You can see the strength
Rolling now.
of Paige Harris.
Man, this is one of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy watching.
I think this is the beginning of
Just
the
picking her up. Straight down into the mat.
Dominating now.
She's got her in her sights.
Just Paige Harris looks like she's getting ready to couple quick hands.
Impact.
This one is over.
And Paige Harris might just pick up victory. 1, 2, 3, and Paige Harris is back in that winner's circle that she's been in so many times here in EPW. You've seen those quick hands, able just to get the job done. That punch right to the chest.
This match toward the end. When you get a
Those punches right to the chest and that big, or those slaps to the chest and that big punch right to the heart of it.
Think of a better match to end this eventfully.
Paige Harris is able to pick up victory. Thanks for watching this episode of Emerald Entertainment.